I'll go like this.
Ooh, even true. I can't see it well. Let me talk.
Yay.
Good evening.
I don't know if any of y'all read my post that I put on Facebook the other day, but I had to put that on there. I remember the post about the girl using Gorilla Glue, like super glue as gel or something in her hair, and her hands got stuck in it, and she ended up going to a dermatologist, and he helped her out to keep from losing all of her hair and all the other kind of stuff. Well, a post came up about Gorilla Glue lipstick, and like you use the lipstick and it you lose weight. Of course, it's glues your dang lipstick together. No crap. So I'm sorry. I thought it was funny, so I had to pull that off tonight. But and I didn't tell the guys that I was putting these idiots are going to have to run the show tonight. I never let them see the last couple of pages. So
yeah.
That's the part that was missing.
Yeah, that was the part that was missing. Anyway, welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ.
Does.
Yeah, welcome to Let's Talk Shop with Russ. We are, we're kind of crazy around here once in a while. I try to get a laugh out of people every once in a while. So, but yeah, welcome. Let me see if I can dig out from underneath all the stuff I've got over here, and if I can't, that's okay. And actually, I can't find my sponsors lists, so guess what, sponsors? My sponsors are up here.
There you are, yeah.
They can talk for themselves. Yeah,
I think some of them are back here, but I don't think so.
Yeah, they're up there. My sponsors are up here, so and I can't remember all of them, so we'll just go with that for tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to have a little fun tonight, though. In all sincerity, we have Donna Presley as she is actually going to be the guest of the show. I know she's on the panel too, but she has an embroidery machine and she's been using it. I've saw some of the stuff she's made, and I come up with the fact that hey, I want to let's have you on the show and talk about your embroidery machine. I know we've had a couple of other people talk about stuff like fabric and different things they're doing. So I thought it was a great idea. So Donna, as usual, you'll be last. And
but not
Paul,
least.
tell us where we can find you from. Paul, can you hear me?
Find me right here every Saturday night. Nothing.
You actually forgot your actual spiel, huh? Usually you go, Paul's messy words.
I wasn't ready. I was reading. I was reading the comments, seeing who was out there and wasn't paying attention to you. So what can I
Have
say?
you, have you been in Jim's Painkillers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Have you been in Jim's Painkillers? Let me tell you.
No. Nope.
Yeah,
No,
all right. Can you compose yourself to tell us where we can find you?
I just did. You can find me
Oh,
here.
okay. You're right here. Okay.
Listen,
So
we're-
we're going to
Hey, Paul.
I
Hey,
got a
Paul.
video coming soon. I've been working on a bookcase. Got a video coming soon. That's it.
Oh, a bookcase. I thought you
You
were
can
working on a
find
book.
and you can find me on Sundays on Al's Twitch stream. 'Cause
I
I'm
try to
handling
watch
things.
that. I swear as much as I can. Yeah.
We had a surprising twist last stream, and I'm sorry, Paul, you're introducing, but we had this rare Dremel drill press. Anyway, I digress. Pardon me.
Hey,
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm done.
All right. All right, then, Jim. Now, we are fortunate enough to have a Jim. He has been in the hospital and has had surgery, and he is still. I think you and Brenda remind me a lot of each other as far as your willpower, that you're going to do it one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Jim,
Yeah, I
that's a
paid for
compliment,
that
Jim.
today,
That's a
too.
compliment.
No, it is, because Brenda was that type of dynamic person that just, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do it regardless of what it takes. And I think you do too, because if you've been in the hospital, my God, and you just had major surgery and you're here tonight. So,
Yeah, well, it's been a couple of weeks. But
well,
Mama always called it
a
bullhead.
couple of weeks, hell, I'd be in bed crying like a baby saying, give me more morphine.
yeah. Well, hey, first off, I appreciate all the emails and stuff from people that tried to contact me to see how I was doing. I really appreciate that. And I don't know. We'll see how long I last tonight.
Well, hey, you don't have to say a word. You can just click the little button and let yourself out, and we'll totally understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm appreciative that you're here. I tried to stay in contact with your wife and ask how you were doing when you.
Yeah, she kept telling me you
responded.
were. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So, but I appreciate you being here tonight. So thank you very
Yeah.
much. But yeah, if you just disappear, we totally understand,
Okay.
and no problem. I'm
I'm
glad to have
finding
you here.
I'm finding the toughest part of the surgery was I've got a lot of computer keyboards and stuff, and I have to go take the colon off of them and just leave the semicolon because I've only got half of mine left. So they found another thing in there when they were cutting it out, so they had to cut out more than they thought they were going to in the first place. So it's been exhausting going through all these keyboards and with whiteout and kind of damage.
Getting rid of the colon.
Anyway, I'm done.
All right, that's just too funny. Al, get us out of this, please.
Wow. I'm Al Forte, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop. I have a YouTube channel and also stream 2 p.m. Sunday. Never know what's going to happen. I've been working on models and then started working on drill presses and stuff, like I said. Kilroy 79763, all over the place. Go look it up. Next.
And you got your sidekick there?
Oh, yeah. And this right here, she's Little Red.
That's a good one.
Little Red.
Say hello.
Get back in. Get back in. Come on.
No. No.
Yes. Yes.
She's not.
She's
Okay.
being shy.
Okay. Well, hello to you.
See?
Well, we already saw her.
Yeah, we already saw you, so we know you're there. It's not like you can hide.
And then.
What about the rest of the world? You're on the internet live right now.
Yeah. You're already live. We've already seen your pretty face. So what's your problem?
And you're much better looking than Al.
Watch.
Yeah.
You'll come in
Oh,
here.
yeah.
In a second.
Yeah, you're much prettier than Al. Trust me.
Aw.
Much prettier than
Right
Al.
there. Right there.
I love your red hair.
Little Red.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. All right. Donald.
Well, I'm Donald Matthews. I have Donald Philosophies Wood Shop here on YouTube. I've got a website called redneckknowhow.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I think that's about it.
Okay, Dixon.
Hi, I'm Dixon Hoffman. You can find me at hoffmansignsandDecals.com.
Chris Ahern.
Hey, boys and girls. Chris here from the Old Cranky Workshop. We survived the hurricane. Very little house damage. So the only damage we have that we still do not have internet. I'm living on a little hot spot right here, right now. So if I do drop off suddenly, it's probably because the hotspot wore out. So
actually, it's done for so far. It's done very good.
I dropped once, but I also realized my phone was on it too, so it was overtaxing it. So
yeah, actually, it's done very good. All right,
so
and last but not least, Donna, how are you doing?
Good. Donna Presley, Donna's Embroidery Plus, Donna's Wooden Art. Depends on what I'm in the mood for the day.
Depends on what you're in the mood for. Do you tell your husband that too?
No, I tell him, go away, leave me alone.
Go away and leave me alone.
What?
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood at the moment.
What?
Yeah, you never know what I'm going to work on.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to talk about the embroidery. So you got into an embroidery. What type of machine did you actually buy?
Okay, I have a Hollyama 15 needle machine. And I got, so I can bring it up. There we go. I took a picture. It won't fit in my door till I widen my door.
It's like Russ's bathtub.
And it has 15 needles. It's from China. Everybody's like, don't buy from China. I'm like, just about everything comes from China, even if it's little parts here and there. I could afford that one. I can't afford them mowing machines. They cost too much. And I'm glad I got it. I've had it for 4 years now since I found out I had the allergy to trees and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, I need to lean towards something else. And
so in other words, you had to put your like woodworking kind of thing off to the side because of your allergies.
Yes. And I occasionally still do the woodworking thing. It's like I did the Statue of Liberty and I made my own frame for it because it was like 4 foot by 4 foot. And it's like a frame for it would be like a few $100, not counting the backing and the glass and all that. So I just made a frame.
Right.
We did.
Now are your allergies specific to a type of wood, or you don't know as of yet? It's just
I don't know. I know when if I work out there too much in the wood shop, then it starts feeling trouble to breathe and all that kind of stuff. Right.
Well, I mean, obviously you know this. You can go get tested and find out what kind of woods you're allergic to. So
yeah, they just did that little test where they put it up here and said you're allergic to cats, dogs, trees, and grass. And I'm like, well, I'm not moving. I'm not getting rid of my animals. I'll deal. Well, you can come get a shot once a week. No thanks.
Yeah,
I ain't giving up grass.
Yeah, no, I understand. Now they had to actually do a not trying to. I'm going to make this quick. My grandson was allergic to nuts, but they did a specific test on him to tell him like he could eat peanuts, but he could eat any nut that did not come from a tree. In other words, peanuts are grown in the ground, so he could eat a peanut, but he could not eat a walnut because it fell off of a tree. And I'm like, really? What the heck?
A peanut ain't really a nut, though.
Yeah, I understand that, but that's what they told him. So, but with your embroidery machine, I think you've discovered, at least you've told me you discovered some of the things I see that you have made. They far go beyond just the normal embroidery.
Right. It's not often I embroider on clothes. I'll make a purse or a doll or a pillow or you got these right here.
Oh,
and the kids love them. And you throw them in the wash when they're done with it. So they get thrown in the wash, it comes out clean again. You got toilet paper towels.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What
Yeah,
you
back
put up there? Santa's tired of
back
you.
up.
Excuse me, what did you say?
You're on Santa's nasty list this year. That's for
She,
sure.
I think she's been talking to that other guy, that Dr. Death dude, whatever.
Yeah, Dr. Death.
Now this is
Now that
actually
is
made on the embroidery machine.
This was made on the embroidery machine? How do
And
you get
only
the
thing
hair?
I did was sew it closed up at the top of the head to where I stuffed it at. But this is all done on the embroidery machine.
How do you get the hair?
And then you stuff it after you're done.
Was it that one thing you say?
Is
This
that
is
a
a table
hood?
runner, one of the panels of the
Oh
table
my
runner
God.
I'm working on.
Wow.
All that stuff is
I
done.
obviously didn't hear what I said. How do you get the hair to pull out of the Grinch thing that you showed?
That is
Mhm.
actually fur. It's material.
A message has been received.
And you make the front part, do all this, and then you have it on the machine. Then you put the back part on it, on top of it, and then you flip it to where it's on the
Okay,
outside.
I kind of got what you said. So basically, you make the face flat,
Yes.
and then you kind of like start the fur all over it and flip it over.
Yeah, you do
That-
the front half. You can see where the seam is.
Yeah. I got you. Now,
Yeah,
I got
and
you.
then you put the other one where you face it, and then you just flip it
Message has been
where you have it there.
Donna,
Right.
And
Donna?
it all like, puts the two together.
Which
that,
hand?
that looks like a canary.
This hand? Thank you.
You can put. I just put the ears up on it and do it on the ears.
Oh, that is so cool.
So cute.
Now that hold on. That whole thing was made on the embroidery machine?
Which one? The bunny? No.
Oh, okay.
But I can make a bunny on there. I've made. Where's my?
Wait, can you put this in the trash can? Just look at all your other trash.
This is a hooded towel.
Okay.
I sent him to go look for my bunny. This was made on the embroidery machine because the kids wanted one. Which
Okay,
is
that's that stupid game.
That is cute.
and
Yeah,
then
that-
you make it, then you stuff it, then you just have one small section that you close after you stuff it. But yeah, I mean, you can make stuffed animals. You do vinyl, you do fur fabric.
Now you said something about the vinyl earlier that you didn't really like it.
Not on this. When you do it on these, after a while, this is a few years old. On a couple of them that I have, I can see where the vinyl
But
starts.
just the head on that thing.
And you got
Nate, I got one of those. Hold on. I got one of those. Donna sent me the one I have.
Cool.
this is actually a wallet.
Flash over to mine, Russ.
Ew, you got some.
Well, hold on just a second. Dang it. Give me a
Because this one's Donna's too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Ah,
And he's got a time machine.
You mean
Donna made this for me and sent it to me.
Oh,
a couple years ago.
whoa. If you can make that for Al, I'm the head numero uno of the show. What the heck are you gonna make for me?
There ain't no such thing as a TARDIS on the
Okay,
shelf.
put it back. Put it back. It was a bad idea. Put it back.
You didn't say you wanted elf clothes. I got all kinds of elf clothes I can make. You just got to tell me what you need. These are the flat dolls. You use the dry erase markers and you color on it and then just erase it back off.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Hey
There.
Donna, I got
I
a
made a
machine.
teddy bear on the embroidery machine. Looks real
Jim
good.
was asking you a question.
Yeah, I got a machine question for you. How much material will the machine go through? Will it do like leather or thick
Yes.
plastic? It does? Oh, great.
Yeah, it'll go through, I would say easily, 2 or 3 inches easily, because I've done like doing a purse. Bring me my purse when it's on my dresser.
Yeah, we just got I just put an industrial juki machine together for Glenna, and so she could make purses, and she's got to fold over like 2 or 3 layers of that stuff that you make the straps out of and everything. And it goes through that like butter, but her old machine wouldn't go through it very well.
I don't know where you got that in. I might get a kick out of that.
And yep, you can do it on hats too.
Oh, so it goes through. Did you have to have a special attachment for the cap?
Live long and
I have
prosper.
a hat hoop. It's got a hat hoop where I take the arms off and you put the hat hoop on to do that.
How big of a hoop does the machine take?
About 16 by 20. This is my biggest one.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, I think
I saw that. I was like, holy
that's
mackerel.
crazy.
This actually came on it. It comes on with something on there.
Dang, Donna, that's big.
Not used that one yet. The biggest one I've used so far is the 12 by 15, which is what I'm using now for the table runner.
I think Glenna's got an 8 by 6, but it's only one color thread at a time.
Oh, and there's some things I do where I might use 17 colors.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would
Now,
be a lot of changing.
Do you have any of the software where you can take a picture and turn it into an EPS file or something like that? An embroidery file?
Yeah, mine is actually DST file. I have the Hatch program where I can make the pattern or change up one that I get. Because a lot of them I get, it's like there'll be something where I want to change it up.
Yeah.
And it's like you can do little bitty things.
Yep.
To huge.
Right. So let's say I wanted you to make me some hats for my new construction company. Can I create an SVG file and send it to you, and you can convert that into?
Yes, you can send me SVG. You can send me JPEG, PNG, any of them, and I can convert it over to embroidery.
Okay. Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
So I gotta tell my sons I know where we're getting our hats from now.
There you go.
Actually, I want some T-shirts made. So I'll get with you on that. I take that back. Not T-shirts. Time out. I want collared shirts because they look better.
Right.
Yeah. So if I buy the collared shirts, in other words, that I fit, and then they'll be brand new. I'm not going to send sweaty ass shirt. If I buy the
shirt, I wouldn't accept it.
Yeah. So if I bought the collared shirts that I like that fit me and sent them to you, and then you would embroider them for me and send them back.
Yes, always send one extra in case the machine eats a shirt.
Well, that's
it can't happen.
That's always. I mean,
right.
You understand? I've done CNC and lasering for years, and you're going to eat one of them sooner or later.
Right.
Donna, I dare you to send them back with sawdust in the pockets.
All right. So before we go, go ahead. Oh,
okay,
I like that one.
Here, I did all this. I made the person.
That's cool.
So
that's cool. All right. Before we go any further, let's go out of solo layout and I want people exit solo layout. Please help me, guys. Go back through and start calling out people that have been in the chat because we've kind of neglected those for the last little bit. It's halfway through the show. So
David Jones is out there from Portal Woodworks.
Aussie Man's out there.
Brooks Martin.
Chris Neal and Antic River Woodcrafting.
Yeah.
Lynn's
Handcrafted Wood Signs is out there.
Michelle Marcoux is out there.
Bonsoir.
Yes, Michelle Marcoux. I haven't seen you in a while.
Polywana Crafter is out there. Welcome.
Some guy named Driveway Workshop is out there.
Yeah.
Woodworks.
Donna's embroidery.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm always fascinated. There's a couple of people that, and don't get me wrong, all y'all out there mean so much to me.
Hello, Dengi.
Some of the people like Michelle Marcoux, and then we have Aussie Man, you know, they're in far other countries. So
Jimbo.
they're at our nighttime is their daytime. I mean, it's like a flip universe for us. So when they come on here, they actually have to make special preparations, in other words, to stay up late at night or be there first thing in the morning. And trust me, I'm not trying to say all of y'all don't make special preparations to be with us and see us. It's just my point being is they're in other countries and they're still here watching, and I sure do appreciate it.
Yeah,
and every one of you,
I don't think
don't
it's
mention
fair.
your name. I'm sorry, but you mean so much to me.
I don't think it's fair. They've got breakfast.
Al's in Texas. That's like being in another country.
Yeah, and that guy in Australia, he's eating eggs right now, Russ.
Dutchman Woodshack has
I got
a question.
news for you. The two states that I would live in if I had my choice would be Florida and Texas.
Yeah,
I would want to live in.
That's
James
what
Parker
Woodshack has a question.
James Parker lives in Ocala, about two hours from me at the most. So I just want to take a few minutes to go through. Anybody y'all see anybody else? The Dutchman's Woodshack.
He's got a question. He's got a question. If you could do a photograph image on shirts, photographs.
I would have to change the photograph into a embroidery pattern. It had to be digitized. But the new machines, which I'm not getting one of them because I like mine. The new one, it has a something about a camera on there to where it'll take a picture and it'll change it over to embroidery without you having to do anything. So I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Brooks Martin. I don't think we've said his name.
Sterling Davis is out there.
Sterling Davis. Hey, Sterling, I saw you at the what is it? The thing in October, huh? Klingspor woodworking shop thing. Yeah, you were with Tyler Dalton, I think it was, taking a picture with him. I saw your ugly face out there today. At first, I always went like, "Is that Sterling?" God, he couldn't have got that ugly. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Oh my God! Oh, good Lord! Feel the love. Feel the love.
Yeah, you know I'm teasing you, Sterling.
Lots of love.
Chris Nealon, I think we've said him. Michelle Marcoux, yes, we said him. Yeah, no, Russ, I'm not in the same time zone. Yeah. No, he said I am in the same time zone. How can you be in the same time zone?
Because he's north of us. He's north of us, not east or west.
Oh, I got you. He's straight north.
Yep.
Straight up. Yep.
Okay. That makes sense. Sorry. My mind gets confused really easy. So I'm sorry about that.
They say
all right. So, yeah, I just wanted to say hello to everybody. Thank you for watching and thank you for being here. All right. So if y'all have some questions, and please help me, guys, look for the questions out there for Donna. And so, Donna, we're back on you. So,
Donna, were you able to roll that machine in the room so that we could see it?
No.
Okay. Did you take any photos?
It won't fit in my door until I'm going to widen the door, and then I'll be able to bring it in. Because my door is like 32, and the minimum on that I think you need is like 36 or 38 to get it in.
Yeah.
So
see, that was the problem.
House, but not into the room.
Did you have some photos or a video of it?
I have
She
a
just
picture.
showed it on her phone.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Well,
all
now
right.
on YouTube, I have the YouTube on how to make different things and how to thread them and oil them and all that kind of stuff. You do your own maintenance, so you don't have to send it off to get fixed, which is one thing I love about it.
Donna, you have a question. Dutchman's Word Shack wants to know, I have a question for you. How do you grow and get people interested into your business?
Well, a lot of times I'll do a lot of stuff for like my neighbors, and they get the word out. Somebody sees what somebody else has done, and they say, well, who did that? And they give them my information. I also do, like, if you do a craft show, which I haven't done craft shows in a while, but a craft show, you'll get, even if you don't do a lot of sales, have business cards. People will go, oh, I seen this somewhere, because they actually see it in person and they know what you do. Now, on my machine, you can even make clothes.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
I saw that one of your isn't that your granddaughter?
Yeah, that's my granddaughter.
Yeah, she is
her
a
apron.
cutie pie.
The other one is the dresses I made. One is for a doll, and then the girls wanted it. Let me see if I can get it clear. I don't know how clear that is.
No, but you can
Back it up.
Back it up.
Yeah, now go forward. Go forward. Yeah, right there. Stop.
That's about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of blurs right there a little bit.
That's called a smock frock, and of course the apron. They were done on the embroidery machine. The only thing I did on the sewing machine was sew the sides and the bottom hem.
So most of yours are word of mouth, right?
He says, how do you grow people interested? He says, I've been posting, getting no reaction. Excuse me, but I'm sorry. But when you get as many people posting on here, and I just stopped to go through and answer some of y'all's questions, I am sorry that we can't get to you fast enough and see everything that everybody's posting. Within 10 minutes of the show, usually I have over 100 posts, and it's hard for me to go through 100 posts in 5 or 10 minutes and see what everybody's saying. So I have said this before. I'm not trying to offend anybody in any way, shape, or form. Try reposting it a few times, and hopefully we will see it. But don't get yourself all in an uproar, because I'm sorry. I'm only human, and I've got all these people on the panel, and they're lazy, and they don't do a dang thing.
Oh my goodness! Hey Russ, that's not what he meant. He means that he doesn't get any response. He posts stuff on Instagram and
Right.
all over the place.
Right.
And
on Instagram and stuff. Oh, well,
I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking about you. He's talking about doing sales.
No, yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah,
In fact, he just
sales.
put that in there.
He's
He said no.
talking
He
sales.
meant,
you're
he meant
talking
his
about
page.
sales. Oh,
Yeah,
well,
he posted a
well,
lot. He doesn't
that-
get any sales.
Yeah, if you're talking about Instagram and Twitch and all that other kind of stuff, it's not. Here's what you have to. And here, I'm going to take Donna off.
It's
I don't know why we want to look at you. What?
Exit solo layout for a second. Actually, I'm going to put myself on.
Oh boy.
Solo layout. Here's the point.
I'd rather look at her.
You're dealing, when you go out there and you put your merchandise out there, do you realize actually how many hundreds and even thousands of people that are out there turning bowls, doing what Donna's doing, embroidery, doing scroll saw work? Midnight Scrollers come out now. She's a new one on
She's got
there.
the whole market.
My point being is, you are facing a massive amount of interest in a lot of things. So when you come out there and you post your stuff and you think, I did it myself when I first started. I'll tell you right up front. When I first started, I'm like, I'm unique. I'm this, I'm that. I'll post my scroll saw. It'll sell and it'll do this and everything. You come to a harsh reality that that's not going to happen. So it's not you personally that's the problem. The market right now is just inundated
Saturated.
with so many people doing
Saturated.
so much of the same stuff that you're doing. Everybody's got a laser. I bought a laser.
Yep.
2 or 3 years ago. Everybody's got a laser now. How about
What
a
wattage is it, Russ?
CNC? 7 or 8 years ago. Everybody's got a CNC now.
I don't.
I still have my
I know.
CNC from 8 years
But my
ago.
point being is you're just having to deal with the crowd. I mean, it's just some people just have this little niche that they come on board and boom, it's like a magnet. They all get drawn to that one person. Other people sit in the wayside doing the exact same thing and get no attention. Why? I have no clue. Don't ask me. Maybe you need to go to somebody higher than I am to ask for those questions. But yeah, don't ever think. You just keep trying.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
Yeah.
I started this. We're in our 8th season for Let's Talk Shop with Russ. 8 seasons. There is nobody on YouTube that's doing what I'm doing for 8 years. Nobody is doing what I'm doing for 8 years. My followers used to be a lot more. I realize we're downsliding some because things just happen.
It comes and
Poo-poo
goes.
occurs. There's nothing you can do about it. But my point being is, if you really want to do what you're doing, don't do it for the response. Do it for your happiness. Do it for what you want to do. Produce the videos because you want to produce them. Produce the things that you want to make. Show them off. Do that kind of thing. Have fun with what you're doing. But if you get in a slump that nobody's paying attention, yeah, that's just the reality. Obviously, some people just don't pay attention, unfortunately. And that's the only thing that I can tell you is just, it's just one of those things. I stuck it out because I loved what I was doing. I used to say if I had 20 people watching me, then it was 30 people watching me, then it was, and I've just stuck it out throughout the years and kept on going. And that's my best advice. Just keep what you're doing, regardless of what the numbers are. Don't get frustrated. Just keep on keeping on. Am I said anything wrong, guys?
Nope.
No.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And let me add that, Russ, if he's talking sales or selling his product, you got to look at the market you're in and the price you're asking. I mean, I go to this, I have a couple retail stores my stuff is in, but I go in there before I bring things in and I walk around. What's on the shelves? What are they selling it for? One thing I've noticed is one guy, I don't know who he is yet, but all his pieces are identical. Every single one is painted, clearly cut from a CNC, painted identically. That's why I'm sticking to handmade, because mine definitely stands out besides his. So you just got to stick with it. You got to keep plugging. So
yeah,
I had a couple of good months, and then the summer, all the snowbirds went home to the north, and they took their money with them. So
yeah,
I got 0 sales from the summer,
yeah.
but they're coming back, and hopefully things will pick up again. So you got to just hang in there.
Another thing I would like to tell you is if you're going to base what you're doing as like trying to make a company or trying to do something, there are so many failures out there, and it's you've got to find that little tiny niche, and I can't tell you what it is because I damn sure ain't found it. I ain't no millionaire. You got to find that little tiny niche, and once you hit it, it seems like it explodes and takes off, and you've made it finally. I've been doing this for, the show's been going for 8 or 9 years. I ain't hit that niche yet. I ain't a millionaire by no means, And the only reason I do
We're not
this
either.
is because I have Paul Corliss here every week. I have Donna. I have Jim. I have Al. I have Donald. I have Chris. And I have Dixon. And then I have a couple of hundred people on an average that watch my show every week when it gets posted. That's all I need. That's all I need.
And I don't think there's any of us make much money off of our hobby.
Yeah, I didn't get a
No.
raise from the
No.
last season game either.
No.
Yeah, you got to find a niche in each little thing, and you ride the wave, and then you got to find another niche.
Yeah.
Like I would find a niche every 6 months, like that flashlight that went crazy, and I ride the wave. And before
Yeah.
that, I had the night lights before people had 3D printers. I started doing them holograms, them night lights, them lithos. I started
Yeah.
doing them, and you ride the wave, and you keep coming up with something new, but it only lasts so long.
Yeah.
Well, you also have
Lynn, just one quick second, because I want to get back to Donna. We don't have too much more time here. We got 15 more minutes, and those 15 more minutes are going to be devoted to Donna. So I have one more thing to say is Lynn's handcrafted wood sign says, let's have Dutch as a guest. Dutch has been on this show twice as a guest. So he's been on here twice. So yeah, it's not like I've avoided him or anything. He's been on here twice as a guest. So anyway, let's get back to Donna. We're spending too much time because she's the guest. And a few more things I would like to say. So if let's say my wife, and she talked about this after seeing some of the things you made, let's say my wife decided, hey, I want to get one of this embroidery machine. It would kind of be like the same thing. I'm going to get this laser. You just don't buy one of these things and thread it and take off making stuff, do you?
I do.
I
mean,
didn't expect that.
Need to learn, and like I say, I have videos out there to show you how to do the different things on the bigger machines. And most of the bigger machines, they say they're all different, but they're really all alike. Some have a different computer system, but usually the programs are the same on all of them, and they're really simple. I mean, you program the machine.
So the learning curve is not that complicated.
No, it's not a big learning curve. And anybody who has a big machine, I mean, especially if they have the Holy Alma, I tell them, message me. I will take you step by step. I did some videos because somebody said, well, I want to know how to thread it, but I can't see the thread. So I did a video and used a bigger thread. And I said, this is not what I use, but I'm using this to show you how to thread where you can see the thread. The little machines, any maintenance, you usually send it off for maintenance. You're down a machine. And you can be down for a couple of months. Not to mention having to do thread every single time you change your color.
Right.
So I'm big time. If you're going to get one, if you know somebody who has one, check theirs out first. See if it's something you really like to do, because it can get expensive.
So they got to go watch your
Back up
videos.
1 second. What I'm trying to, it just dawned on me what you're saying. So there's only 15 different colors that you can have in the machine. So if you stop for a second and go, whoa, half of these colors are not going to work on this next project, you have to change 7 or 8 colors out of the machine and rethread it, correct?
Well, but it's easy to rethread because you cut off the old color, put the new one on, and tie it together and just pull it through.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah,
you.
so you don't have to go through everything. I mean, all the way through to the needle.
Just don't tie that knot too thick.
Right. It ain't like the ones that I used to use, the old sewing machine where it took me 15 minutes to get the damn thing wrapped around that 3 times and through this hoop 1 time and up through over the thing and then back down and then finally get the sucker through the dang needle.
Right. Now, I went to a lady's house who got a Holy Alma. I went over to her house and she paid me to come over there and thread her machine and show her how to run it. I went over there. I threaded it. It took, she had a 2-head. So it took like 3 hours just to thread it all because it had never been threaded.
Right,
and then I showed her when you go to change it, tie it off and pull it through, it's like, 2 minutes.
Right. Yeah, the initial setup takes a while, but once you get it threaded, yeah, just
Right.
tie off. If I've got white and I want red, I just tie it off and pull it through.
Yes.
That's
Which is
pretty
what
cool.
I had to do before I did this. I took some of my green off to put the brown on there and just tied it and brought it through.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize actually that I didn't realize it was that easy.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, and if that thread comes apart, you know, then you have to go through and thread it. But it doesn't take that long for one.
Yeah.
And I've done it to where, and I know little things to where to get the thread through this one part, which takes somebody like a little while. No, put your thread on a needle and drop that needle through there, and it'll bring that thread down.
Yeah. See,
So,
yeah, you get all the.
to do.
So Donna is adding on 5 bedrooms to her house so that people can go to her house,
I wish.
and she'll start teaching. She'll start teaching you how to do this kind of stuff.
Or you can go to my YouTube and it's free, and you can look and I show you how to do it all.
No, and yes, and I watched a couple of them, and I was amazed. You take a lot of time putting into those, so that's
right. And I do it because I love
good.
it. I do not make a lot of money on this stuff. I do what they call the Christmas store at the museum here in town, and I'll make $300 or $400 by leaving my stuff up there for a month for people. And this, like I said, small town, and they'll come up there and look and want something, or they might want something special, and then the museum calls and says, "Hey, they want this, but they want this on it." I go, "Okay, give me a few days." But most places, you know, like with Dutch, we're talking about, you know, you don't get a whole lot of responses, because I have probably 10, 15 people in my small town. All of a sudden I start doing, all of a sudden they start doing it. Okay. Like on Easter, I do the bunny ears. I do it for $20, put the name and the year on the bunny. And then I had somebody say, "Well, you know, this person's doing for 15. I said, "Well, you go to them then." I'm like, you know, sometimes you get what you pay for, and hopefully it won't be that kind of situation, but you go for it because this is the price. Because I'm not going to, it got to where I was cutting myself because everybody wants to undercut you. Don't fall for it. I'm not going to undercut anybody else, and I don't expect them to do me. If they do, you know what? Go to them. But
the race to the bottom. The race to the bottom is the worst thing in the world you can do.
Yeah. You always do that in anything and everything we do. I told people, and I know y'all have heard this story, and I'll say it one more time, is that when I was back into making some custom stuff, that's almost to the point that I got out of custom. I'll make custom stuff for people I know that are friends and stuff like that.
Right.
But for when somebody usually calls me and asks me to make custom stuff, I refuse it. I made a thing for a lady, and it was quite an expensive thing. Well, let's put it this way: it was about $200 for what she wanted me to do, and I made it. And when I got there, I mean, I was very proud of it. And I showed it to her and everything. She began to pick this thing apart.
Yep.
I mean, just went over it with a fine tooth comb. Well, this is that, and this is that, and this is this, and this is that, and everything else. And she goes, "Well, I'm not paying you $200 for this." And that was before I was an idiot. Before I asked for half up front, at least to cover my materials. In other words,
correct.
And so she goes, "You know, I'm not paying $200 for this." And I said, "Okay." I said, "That's fine. I understand." I said, "If you don't like it, then no problem." So I turned around and started to walk out. And she goes, whoa, wait just a second. Well, she goes, "Where are you going?" I'm telling you, this is a true story. She says, "Where are you going?" And I says, "I'm leaving." She goes, "You don't want to negotiate on the price?" I looked at her and I said, "Ma'am, I told you $200. I said, before I will let you have this thing below $200, I'll take it home and burn it in my freaking fireplace."
Right.
Yep.
And I said, "So if you don't like it, then I'm taking it home. If you want it, give me the $200. Well, guess what? She brought $200 out real quick.
Yep. I always do.
Yep. So, you know.
I did this one for my neighbors. Love my neighbors. Okay. Well, she wanted 5 or 6 of them done because that's their logo for the ranch or whatever it is. So I made that one. She's like, oh, well, you know what? You work on marine vinyl? I said, yes, I can do marine vinyl on my machine. She goes, oh, well, we're going to redo the boat, and I'm going to have you do a design on my seats. And I'm like, okay. But you can do a little thing and just do it for your friends and end up with
Right.
something else.
Right.
I don't turn away the little stuff. And I have one old man that I deliver food to for the seniors. And he was like, well, I've got some pants that don't fit me. I said, give them to me. I'll take them up for you. I said, just put a pin in them where you want them. Well, I'll pay you. No, you don't have to pay me. You know, they're limited income and everything. Okay, well, I did 3 different.
Yeah, I know.
For him. I mean, I do it because I love doing it, not because I'm going to get rich on it, because I know I'm not.
I know. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you. I had my daughter last Christmas, just before Christmas. She came to me and she had a friend at work, and she had a design that she wanted to make for her mother and father's. They had a room that they had redone with like cedar or something. It was very beautiful. And he's very avid into guns, and we're not going to get political, but everybody should have a gun. Everybody should own a gun. You get my point. And so her daughter saw this sign, or her father saw this sign and loved it. And he was like, I wished I could find one of these and buy one of these. Right. So she knew my daughter, and my daughter came to me and she says, can you make this? And I said, you know how I feel about this? And she goes, you don't understand. She's a very good friend. And she goes, I guarantee you anything that you make, they will love it. And Dad, she goes, these are people that I know. And I said, all right, I'll make it. She goes, what you want? Tell me what you want for it. I told the lady, I said, all right, for that, I'll have to at least $150 I'll need for her to make that. It was like a 12 by 16 or something like that sign that he wanted made. And so anyway, I ended up making it for her, and she paid me my $150. She took it to her dad, and he was like ecstatic and in love with that sign. Actually, he wants me to make some more stuff. So yeah, so it's I'm very careful about, and you have to be very careful about in the business that we're sometimes in, as far as that thing that I told you about, that lady that she said no, she wasn't going to give me the $200. I have now learned it's 50% up front.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, that's not a problem. At least I've covered some, at least I've covered my materials and like my paint and stuff like that. My labor may be wasted. Yeah, my labor may be wasted, but I've covered the materials and the stuff that I've had to use. So it's 50% up front. So.
You know who's worse sometimes is family.
Yeah, they can be.
I've had family come to, hey, can you build me this bookshelf? Yeah. Oh, out of cherry? Okay, let me price out the lumber first. Well,
yeah.
So listen, I need $300 up front. Cherry is not cheap. Right. Oh, but I can get it at Walmart or Amazon. Or like, go there. So,
yeah.
Oh, why are you talking to me?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, I totally understand. You know, I totally understand. That's the reason I quit doing custom work. I'm going to say it's got to be at least 6-8 years ago. I just quit it. I just said, that's it, overdone with. Here's my point. I'll go out and I'll make something, and I only got one thing here that I can pull up. This is a little 3D object that I made, this little thing right here, right? I'll go out there, I'll go to that printer 3D printer over there, and I'll print like a dozen of these, and I'll put them on Facebook Market page. And if they all sell, they sell. If they don't, guess what? I don't give a flip.
Right.
But I make these because I'm having fun. I'm making it because I want to do something, and and so there's the way it goes. If I don't sell it, I don't sell it. It'll sit right there on that table, and excuse my French, hell freezes over.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you got Christmas gifts for the family.
It gets dusty. It gets dusty.
Oh yeah, I love the macaroni and cheese one.
Yeah, that's.
I
Good.
gotta have. How much are you selling those little Kraft macaroni and cheese dolls for?
Well, I keep saying I'm going to make the elf clothes and I'm going to sell the elf clothes, but I never
Yeah,
do.
but I don't know. I don't want the Kraft macaroni and cheese one.
I'll make you one.
I have 2 kids in my family. One's a granddaughter and one's a great granddaughter, and they eat nothing but Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I'll make you a little outfit. You got to have your own elf doll, but I'll make you an outfit.
I want to know what the drug is in mac and cheese, because every kid on the planet is eating that shit.
Yeah, I know.
It's not good for you.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, Donna, before it's over with. I want them by Christmas, but just let me know.
Well, I keep saying I'm going to make the elf clothes and sell them, but
yeah, that's what I got what you're saying. You'll make the elf clothes, and I have to put it on the doll.
Right now, I have so many, it's ridiculous. But my grandkids know I have a thing going on with Santa, to where I told him I would make the clothes and lay them out in my shop, and whatever the elves want to wear, they can come pick them up, and they have to give them back to me after Christmas is over. So that way I have them. So because they all have elves that show up at Christmas.
Right.
And then they also come to my shop and they pick out their clothes. So when the kids wake up, it might be a hunting outfit, or a mac and cheese, or a Skittles, or a sorry, or But I keep saying I'm gonna make them and put them for sale, and I have not done it yet.
Wow.
Give me 1 second.
But you have the baby elf also.
Yeah. Saw that.
Yeah, we with all the grandchildren and grandkids, and they ask me all the time, "Can you make this? Can you make that?" And I'm like, they want door signs for the thing. I've been working on that. I kind of quit doing anything for anybody because of I was working on my camper trailer thing out there.
That we've gotten photographs.
My laser hasn't been fired off in 3 months. It's been sitting out there dormant for 3 months. I don't even know if the dang thing works anymore or not. So I got to go out there and fire it off, and at least it's in a climate controlled environment. The only time that it got humidity was the fact when the storm come through. The shop survived 100%. The laser's fine. The CNC machine's fine.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
All right. Normally I wouldn't allow this to be posted on this channel, but you got to put that one back up again.
Full screen.
Donna, I think the registration messed up on the guy filling up his gas tank. The registration messed up.
And then you got little signs you can hang on your door.
Right, the bodies, yeah.
Right, you got coasters. This one's a couple years old at this point.
The gas tank one was just too funny. Yeah, the gas tank one. All right, so, but anyway, yeah. Have a good show tonight. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate everything you contributed tonight. It was great.
Let me add one more thing. Most of these bigger machines, you can get financing for them to where you don't have to do it all at once. But don't get it thinking you're going to make a bundle of money. There's too many people out there doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do it because you enjoy it.
Yes. Yes. So if let's say you buy and I'm just throwing this numbers out there, don't get me. Let's say you buy a $10,000 machine, and then you get the payments for $250 to $300 a month, give or take. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Don't think that you're going to sell the $250 or $300 a month in materials every month that you're creating to cover that cost of that machine. Right. You better be able to cover the financing before that. And if you do make the payments on it monthly, you're good to go. I mean, yeah, because that when I bought my laser, I knew that right off the bat. I'm buying this because I own. All right, I own everything in my house. I mean, the house is paid for, trucks, everything's paid for. So when I buy something, I don't have to worry about financing it.
Right.
So it's like, it's no big deal. But my point being is, if you're in a position that you have a certain amount of money every month coming in and going out, and you want to finance something, make sure that you can finance it and not have to worry about the income coming in from it. Because 1 month you're going to sell $5,
Right.
and you're going to be in trouble.
I just went through 3 months with no sales. So
yeah. Hey, Jim,
still with us?
are you all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah, no.
Jim, are you here?
Yeah, you want a beer?
Oh God,
Oh
no.
my God. Actually, Russ, I asked Jim, are you here? Russ goes, Jim, you want a beer?
It make you feel
Well,
good.
that's what I thought you said, Al.
I know.
One track mind. Huh?
I got that. That's why I clarified.
Coming from
what I
Al,
said.
I thought he would say you want a beer. If you'd asked me, I said, hell no.
I guarantee you, with what he's taking for the pain, if he does have one, he better go ahead and make sure he's in the bed.
You know, I haven't taken any pain pills for like 5 days.
Wow, Jim, those are some pretty good
pain
pain
pills.
pills.
I don't want to get clogged up. I'm afraid of them because I don't want to rip
That is a problem.
Rip my colon.
No,
apart.
and you're right. All right, so I got to tell a story real quick.
But what we don't see is Jim is actually strapped
it won't take.
to
I'm not going to go into long drawn out. My brother had that problem. Whenever you have colon surgery, your colon has to get used to. And I'm not trying to make this. I'm trying to get this as easy the way through. Your colon has to get used to working again. Okay. Otherwise, it goes into how do you want to say it? Spasms. So therefore, it's not going to work as it should. My brother, when I told you he went through his colon surgery, he was really good for 3 or 4 or 5 days. The next thing you know, he can't go to the bathroom. He's back in the hospital.
Yep.
His colon is seized up. It's having spasms, and so he's back into it. They were able to fix it pretty easy, but my point is, it's not an easy process what you're going through, Jim. It's not.
Nope.
No.
It'll get better.
So, my heart goes out to you. Love you, bro. You know, you mean a lot to me.
Man.
I love having you on the show, and I'm glad you're here every week. So just let me know what you need. Felt the same way about each and every one of you. So, all right, we're out of here. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate it for everything tonight. It was a wonder. I think it was a fantastic show. I learned a whole heck of a lot tonight. So, good night, everybody. Thank you all for all being out there. I'm not going to go through the list. We went through that before. So, listen, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy. Just give me sawdust, lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and God bless you all.
Live long and prosper.
All right, boys and girls, everyone, drink them up. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, and you can't go to your neighbor's house either. So go.
What he said.
You got a home now.
Yeah.
See ya.